Nice.
Thanks.
Fun?
That's fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know I think we had a conversation about this early on when we first had our meeting.
Yes.
But what is it that you would like to do with music or with your singing?
Yeah, with my singing, I guess my main thing is like when I sing by myself or when I sing at home just in front of my husband or depending on the situation. If I'm really, really comfortable, I sing well. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm in front of an audience, I get uncomfortable and then like it doesn't come through. Like my expression doesn't come through. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have any kind of a practice that you do before you walk on stage?
No, I don't.
So it's that's common mm-hmm. that you don't. Mm-hmm. It's more I found more uncommon, more common than not. Mm-hmm. People don't have singers, performers don't have a practice mm-hmm. that they do, and you know I found something that worked for me, and everybody, you know, some people you could say a prayer. You could meditate, you could get quiet, you could get in a space and get real quiet and just let everything just kind of, mm-hmm. so you're really present. Mm-hmm. So your mind isn't bebopping around, right?
Right, yeah.
Thinking about, okay, so-and-so's in the room now, and,
yeah.
And you're looking
yeah.
at them, and I wonder what they think of me, and mm-hmm. What if I don't sing well with it, you know. So you kind of let the dust settle on all that, because it's not about all that. Mm-hmm. It's about your expression. It's mm-hmm. about what's trying to sing through you. Mm-hmm. And I'm paraphrasing now. Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you something you don't know, but I have my own way of phrasing it. Mm-hmm. And my way of phrasing it is to say, love is trying to express itself through you, mm-hmm. and you want that. That is
what I want.
That's what I want, and you want to stay out of the way of it. Mm-hmm. You want to be a vehicle for it, and you want that just to sing right through you. Pavarotti said, "I just try to stay out of the way and let the song sing through me." Yeah. Yeah. So, any, your temperament, your habits, the way you move through the world, mm-hmm. if you will. And I asked you last week, I said, you're a high achiever. Yeah. So, but you had a ready answer. You said, yes, I am.
Yeah.
And so you know that about yourself. So knowing yourself is a good start, right? Mm-hmm. Nora, this is kind of what makes me tick. Mm-hmm. And there's no bad or good to it. There's no bad, this is good, this just is. Mm-hmm. And then you go, okay, so how can I bring the best of myself to the stage? How can I let the song sing through me? Mm-hmm. And you might find a practice. My way was to take deep breaths, long deep breaths before I even came on stage. And then I'd have a little self-talk. Mm-hmm. Talk to myself, and I'd start you might try visualizing the outcome that you want. Mm-hmm. Imagine what's going to happen, that the audience is going to feel something. They're going to feel something that you hope that they will feel. Okay. And you can't make them feel, but you hope through your expression that it'll have this effect. It'll give everyone this, listening, this feeling. You might do that, or you might have a little mantra or a chant or the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. I've used that in all kinds of situations. That just you're surrounded by love. You're and so are they.
Mm-hmm.
It's not you're not special in that regard, but you're coming to the stage and you're divinely protected, you're divinely supported, and love wants to sing through you.
Mm-hmm.
What a privilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have just the voice to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing to tell yourself too, right? Remember, this whole idea of being a singer and being, it came to you for a reason, right? Because love does want to express through you, and you have a wonderful instrument for its expression. You give yourself up to that. So those are the kinds of ways, and if you make a practice, and those, it's not, you could take any one of those or none of those, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not attached to how you do it, but kind of start thinking about or listen to your inner voice. How could I give myself a peaceful, a sense of peace when I'm performing, and an attachment to, what so and so thinks and what that is. That's hands off. That's none of your business what they think, right? Your business is just to get up there and express it.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on? You don't need to tell me what they are. Do you have any thoughts on what you might do?
On what I might do, I do want to have kind of like a routine or a mantra before before coming here. It's kind of funny because I guess like when I'm in the gold room hanging out, and everybody's talking.
Yes.
I think to myself, well, I'm gonna be weird if I don't be social and like talk to everybody. And then I think, well, if I practice and sing my song, I don't know. I guess I way overthink it. So I need to be comfortable with being like, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm gonna get in the zone.
Right. Oh,
so, and I've been comfortable doing that in other places before. This is kind of funny, but when me and my husband went to the birth center to give birth to our second kid, I remember we hired a doula, and him and the doula were chit-chatting about baseball, and it made me so angry. I was like, you guys need to stop talking right now because I'm getting in the zone. And I was totally okay with being like, it's quiet time right now.
Yeah.
So I just need to feel comfortable taking up space in another environment where it's, I guess, I feel like I deserve it in that situation. So, yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah.
So that's a great illustration.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I highly encourage you to do whatever you need to do to be at your best, so you have the satisfaction of knowing I came, I had an intention, and I did it, I delivered it. I remember years ago I used to go, Court C Coffee House was the place in Tacoma. 1960s, we're talking 1968, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. And I remember going there, and I wasn't even aware that other people were socializing, but I'd always find a room. I didn't even think twice about it. And I'd just be quiet, and I'd, kind of work my way through a song, and I'd play my, not really trying to perform it, just like going over it in my mind, rehearsing it a bit, and I was scarce, If people were looking for me, they probably knew, oh, he's back in the room back there. But I got used to doing that in high school. I'd go off into a practice room and I'd, turn the light off and play my guitar, and I loved that. It was like, for me, just something I look forward to, peace, right? So yeah, do that, and if you feel like somebody's who's gotten used to you coming and socializing, if you feel like they're going to be uncomfortable, say something to them. I'm going to try something different tonight. I need a little space to myself. Okay. No, don't be offended. I love you all, but I just need to do this, if that helps. Or yeah, right. Yeah, and own it. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Because honest to God, there's no great performer. Anybody you admire. That's what they do.
Okay.
They do not give up that space. whatever that space is, however they do it, they make sure they get it.
Okay.
So you deserve that, and your talent and everything warrants that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's my question was, do you have a practice? So yes, you have some ideas about a practice.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And good. And let's see how that goes. Over time. So just a little background. In my case, I got used to doing a practice. And then if I found myself suddenly having to be on stage, and I got really good at getting in the zone. But if I didn't have that time, I found that I could turn it on. I could because I was practiced.
Okay.
So if the situation comes up, so like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I didn't get to have my time.
Yeah.
Well, no. Now you carry it with you, right? But for a while now, you need to practice it and make it part of you.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Let's do.